Is there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. The Wolverines will kick it away to start. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Northwestern's offense will get the ball first. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors, and you've got to limit the penalties, because those will kill you, Pollard.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Throws to the wideout. That pass is incomplete. All right, guys, let's talk about Northwestern. Great pickup on the defensive front. Three-star defensive lineman gives a verbal commitment last week, and you really need to bring good talent into the program. Maybe diamonds in the rough. At this level, that's how they thrive.
Oh, there's no doubt. And just some of these guys, they're not as refined, but they've got the tools, right? And so I think he's got the tools, and this is a guy that you can build around that defensive line. You need all the big bodies you can get.
More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the Big House. From the gun, wants to pass. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
Northwestern will have to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Catches it at the 30. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. So Michigan's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Going with the ground game left. Breaks into the open. What a run to get them into enemy territory, and he's out of bounds at the 40. They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. The toss sweep to the right. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Fires to the big fella. He goes out of bounds after picking up a few at the 35-yard line. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Makes the grab on the left. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27. And the Wolverines are flying down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. They'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. got his man quickly. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. And the Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Snagged out of the air. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Northwestern comes to the line with a fresh set of downs. Working that left side now. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
They kick it away on 4th down. What a great job on that kick, bouncing it out of bounds inside the 10. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. He threw a pick on the initial drive, but they have it back, and we're still looking for our first points of the game. Well, this is not what the doctor ordered in terms of starting field position. Looking downfield on 1st down. It's on target and complete. There he goes. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. They're working that left side. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
Tight end finds his soft spot. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
And it's on 3rd downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
They'll try the toss to the left. And he's brought down after a solid gain, and we are done in the 1st quarter. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the 1st quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. The Wolverines kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Trying to turn the corner on the left. Turning it on. Got the 1st down and more. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Michigan.
Man, we know football gets harder when you start to get in the red zone and the field shrinks. Who needs that? Break the long touchdown run. Nice job by the back. Seeing the hole, exploding through, getting a long touchdown run.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Kentucky delivered a statement victory that's going to be celebrated in bluegrass country for some time. And if this team's not careful, they could have themselves a football program there in Lexington. Going to be interesting to see what the fallout from this one is for one ranked team, while the other figures to get a bounce when the new rankings come out, guys.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And the Wildcats, now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Going to swing it on second down. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. On the move, he fires. Catch in the middle, it's Hopkins. He won't get there, it'll bring up fourth down. Northwestern will send out the punt team. Let's see what he can do with it. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. They'll try it over the left side.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Quarterback extends the play. Keeps it and gets past the chains. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. First down, 10 yards to go. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He'll try to do it. Oh, he's got some space. Defense makes the stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put them down and go get first downs, but I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out, and you could tell it's going to be a big part of the game plan.
Calls his own number. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback running game.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And he puts through the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
Man, that's a nice job by this defense, getting in the backfield quick. They got in there so fast, anticipating pass on third and long, but they reacted so well to the run. Get the tackle for a loss, and now probably going to force the punt here.
They make the stop, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Wants to throw on first down. Caught. And they pick up just a few on that completion. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. He's got him. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
That's the one danger defensively when you want to play zone coverage, because you leave a lot of windows and pockets out on the field. And if the offense and quarterback find one, they could hurt you.
Breaks into the open. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. And the Wolverines will have it 1st and 10. Wants to throw again. It's complete. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all 3 facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half for the home team.
Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Extra DBs on the field to defend the pass. They try to pop a run on the draw. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Finds his target down the middle. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Hey, man, if you're going to make plays like that on slant throws, you got to be able to make catches in traffic. Good, strong hands by the wideout there on the slant.
The Wildcats are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. 3rd down play from the gun. Fires to the big fella. There he goes. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Buys a little time. Had to get rid of it quickly. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Now on 3rd down for this offense. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Chucked it away just as he was hit.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion. Right now, setting up 4th down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously, the defense, the big reason for that. But if this offense wants a chance to win, they have got to start stringing some completions together and get this quarterback in a better rhythm.
They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. The run to the right. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. He's now up to 77 yards, rushing and getting ever closer to that 1,200-yard mark. They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Leaves it with the back. Finds a little space. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. How about this defense making a statement to end the half with a sack? That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. So here comes the Michigan offense. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
They're going to ride this running back. Turning it on. The 10. Touchdown, Michigan. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Finds his man on the left. Bulldozes his way through. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. To the air on first down. Unloads to the right. Makes the grab. It's Hopkins. Stopped at the 47-yard line. A 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. Running back searching for a hole. He's stopped again, and he's had a busy night, if not necessarily a productive one so far. The Wildcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Under fire. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And if this offense wants to get back in the football game, it starts up front. Like, they've got to do a better job of protecting their quarterback. A third down and long situation coming up. They'll have another opportunity. They got to keep their quarterback upright.
And this is going to be incomplete on third. Northwestern will have to punt it away. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Swings it out to his running back. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
From the red zone, looking for a space. It's complete to the left. Touchdown, Wolverines! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Wants to go up top. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Northwestern will send out the punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Takes it on the return. He's got great speed. Oh, what a cut! Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. They'll go to the ground. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
The Wolverines trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. He's got it again. This time they stop him in the backfield, and that has been a rare sight in this game tonight.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's third down. Showing the arm strength to the left. Can't make the grab in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on third down. Doesn't convert this time. And the Wolverines send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Looking for space, it's Gore. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
To the air on second down. Under fire. And they got him for a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
They'll get this drive started from their own 26. The give to the back. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. The Wolverines in a good spot here with second and short. Toss sweep right. Defense coming through and knocking him down for a loss, and that'll be the end of the third period. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
What a snag. How about that catch, man? When he threw the football, you're like, no, don't throw it. But the big fella says, it's my ball. I don't care if anybody's near me. He'll make the catch. That tight end just earned some money.
You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency, David.
And try to find something positive with this offense.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Man, I bet the frustration meter for this offense is so high. If you can't keep your quarterback upright, it's hard to move the ball. It's hard to score points. This offensive line has not protected him at all, and that's why so many sacks keep happening.
And his first throw here is incomplete. This offense has been suffocated by a sea of maize and blue, reminiscent of what the national champion Wolverine D did in '97, holding their opponents to single digits.
And it's at every level. I mean, just a great job being physical up front, locking down in the secondary. Michigan defenses are always on point. They don't give up silly, stupid plays. They just don't do that.
And they can't make the play on third down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for in a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
I'll tell you, when this guy's in a rhythm, he never misses. And you've seen that in this game. Very, very accurate up to this point. That time, though, a little bit out of rhythm, and I think that's why he missed that throw.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Michigan! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of interest in this Pac-12 showdown today, so let's catch you up to speed on things. USC is on the wrong end of a steel-toed boot today. This is one of those performances we simply don't see from the men of Troy. Embarrassing. They're trailing by 25 to Oregon. We'll keep you posted on a Pac-12 showdown that, not surprisingly, guys, is already trending.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Going right to work up top. Here comes the heat. Going to try to get it himself. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You could clearly tell that he wanted to throw the football and he wanted to go through the air and make a big play. Defense does a great job corralling him, getting some pressure, and most importantly, getting him on the ground.
Back to pass on 2nd down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Man, the sack, and this offense has just struggled. They haven't done anything right, and they got a full quarter to go. Like, they got to find something in this next quarter to hang their hat on, something to leave with some positive vibes.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop them right here. They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
I think moving forward on 3rd down, this offense is going to have to be a little bit more aggressive and try to throw it vertically. You start throwing the ball around the line of scrimmage against these guys, they've got way too much speed, and you saw it right there.
Northwestern will have to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Hauls it in at the 40. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They'll try the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job by the defense, just being very sound, understanding what they were seeing, and going and getting it. A lot of times these running backs force missed tackles and make you miss and make big plays. This defense did a good job of not letting that happen.
The give and tick, 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 tick. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Oh, he's got some space. They run him out of bounds after a gargantuan gain on the play.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job of keeping that guy in the pocket.
And he'll be stuffed. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
And how about this, D? You think they're locked in and dialed into this quarterback and his ability to run the football? You've seen him make plays throughout this game. They know it. They're seeing it, and they're making sure that guy's not going to beat him.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Really nice job by the safety on that play, deep in their own end. They were ready for the quarterback run, and he was spying him the entire time. As soon as he saw the QB take off, he was able to...
Intercepted for the 11th time this season. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And you will always remember your first. And how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
The Northwestern offense returns to the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now from their own 20-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Trying the left side. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
Northwestern will send out the punt team. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Give to the running back. Breaks into the open. The 20. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And he makes the extra point. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute...
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly